Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light Run on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we're continuing on with our, World of Light Run through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We are continuing on through Castlevania by collecting the silver cannonballs and firing out through the silver cannons in order to defeat the specters that are around so that we can, get almost everything that's in here. We're not going to get literally everything that's in here, but we're going to get most of everything that's in here.
The different gameplay mode of having these little obstacles in the map itself, I might... Okay, maybe at first I would have said, oh, this is different. This is a good break from the regular rigmarole of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light. But then when we get to these later puzzles, I dare say I would have gotten a bit peeved that the obstacles are getting a bit more elaborate, sophisticated, and maybe I need to take more than a couple seconds to figure out what to do.
Kind of depends. The silver cannons puzzles honestly only actually have effectively two solutions each. So you end up usually exploring all of the solutions just by a trial and error. Alright, Creature and Flea Man. This is actually a direct Castlevania boss. So, I believe this is technically from Castlevania 3. I don't remember if Creature and Flea Man was actually in Castlevania 1, but I'm pretty sure it was in Castlevania 3.
Oh, there goes...
There goes Creature, and then Diddy Kong is Flea Man.
And Flea Man, thank you. Sorry, we've only just met. What's her name again? The Creature. Jolly good.
Yeah, the Creature isn't technically ever actually named Adam. It's just a fan honorific for him.
Right, a fan honorific. Not necessarily intended by the creator.
Yay, Flea Man is down.
Dr. Frank and Kirby.
Frank and Kirby isn't really a thing that we get to explore, sadly, because it's there is a Kirby copy ability in one of the games that specifically gives him a lab coat, which is quite nice. Anyway, we have successfully unlocked the ability to try and unlock Ridley. Ridley is giant, and that is the main reason why he wasn't allowed to be in Smash 4 or Smash Brawl. But now that he is, less giant, thanks to the events of Metroid. Not Zero Mission, but Metroid Other M. Yeah, thanks to the events of Metroid Other M, with the fact that we now actually have a smaller Ridley that we can work with, we now have the ability to have Ridley as a playable character. If you are mechanically sound with Ridley, he is actually one of the more powerful heavy characters in the game, specifically because he doesn't have a lot of the problems that heavy characters usually have. Specifically, his recovery is decent, and he actually has enough gimmicks to where he can utilize quick kills on a good portion of fighters. Here is one of the more difficult legend fights in the game, specifically because Akuma is way more powerful than he looks like. Please note, he just did 80 HP worth of damage with a single fucking hit.
Jump power, huh?
Well, jump power down.
Jumpstart my heart.
So, because Akuma is, because Akuma is tied to Ryu, what we're going to do is we're going to actually cheese him out with Simon again.
That girl is poison.
Weapon attack bonus. I don't have a second weapon attack bonus, sadly. I thought I did at this point, but I don't. So we're going to use Victini's Hyper Smash attack instead, which increases the damage potential of our smash attacks. Since we're going to be spamming a forward smash with Simon in order to stay at range, so we don't have to actually deal with how powerful he is, and that is why
that was a pretty heavy
150 fucking points of damage.
No, not 150. It was 80. It was 88.1 in one hit. Yeah, the dude's on steroids.
Ready? Go!
Okay, well, where the fuck was Mr. like kill you in one hit that time? That now he's just dealing regular amounts of damage.
No, what? No, those were jabs. Jabs don't do anywhere near that amount of damage. And plus, the defense down hadn't actually been applied to us yet.
So okay, so it's not every single one of his attacks deals crazy amounts of damage. Just some kinds of attacks.
Most of them.
Hadouken! Damn. Sorry, I thought that you were on the left.
I don't need to get Akuma right now, but I want to because Akuma is the legend primary spirit that I would recommend that pretty much anyone actually try to use, specifically due to how much raw attack power you actually get for it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is easy and 10 is rage quit, how hard is this event match?
8.
Yeah, that's a pretty good measurement. Because, I mean, you've already taken more tries on this event match than, like, a lot of your trials so far.
Yeah. And the big reason why is because he keeps closing the distance on me, so I can't actually spam forward smash on him. But again, he can just delete 75% of my HP with a single special.
Yeah, so it's easy. Just don't let the dude touch you. There are lots of no-hit challenges in games like these.
Go!
Ouch. Ouch.
Maybe, well, okay, I see. So if you wait for him to approach you, then he's going to try using a Hadouken.
No, we actually get to see show off Simon and Richter's final smash. Mind you, because
that was the scene from the end of Dracula.
I mean, all right, broke his shield and got him. Yay!
Take my 1 8/10 of a health bar left and shove it up your butt.
All right. So by acquiring Akuma, that is honestly a legend spirit that I should be using more often, but I'm actually not going to.
Back to Kirby.
Although I like Akuma as a primary spirit, the big reason why I don't actually use him is because he doesn't have any support slots on him. So even with the giant attack bonus that you get for using Akuma as your primary spirit, without the support slots, you end up having effectively no answers for the environmental damages and environmental hazards that end up becoming bigger issues than your opponents, specifically Strong Wind. Alright, now we're going to try and unlock Ken. Ken, I honestly like playing with, but I am absolutely terrible with him. Ken as another Street Fighter representative, very specifically is he is effectively an Echo Fighter for Ryu, and the thing is the thing that differentiates Ken from Ryu specifically in this game is Ryu's individual attacks hit harder but come out slower. Ken is faster, but he doesn't hit nearly as hard. Ken is, a low-grade medium fighter, whereas Ryu is a low-grade heavy fighter.
Ready? Go!
Forever opposed on the same spectrum. Speedy and heavy.
Yes.
It's like, let me show you the Super Smash Bros. Slider creator. You ready? Okay, this is every character in the game, and here's the slider. So if you want to make a new Super Smash Bros. Character, all you have to do is just move the slider either to the left or to the right. It's easy.
No, because a good portion of the characters that are on the slider actually get to modulate how heavy they are, depending on circumstances.
Every ability comes at a great cost.
All right. So this particular event match is actually very simple. Just
Bye,
just
Simon.
take down, just take down Lucina and it's over. as I've already mentioned before, I end up using Kirby's down throw a lot, specifically in order to pile on a decent amount of damage to my opponents and set them up for other smash interactions.
You know, if it works, then keep doing it.
Yeah.
If I was going up against a human player, I would change up my style. If I'm going through a gauntlet of AI opponents, I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over again until it doesn't work anymore.
So unfortunately, a good portion of the Castlevania spirits that we end up fighting through are actually Fire Emblem reps. Like Draug is one of the earliest Fire Emblem reps for Armor Knight, and Callista is also from Fire Emblem. But if we go up this way, we find Boo! Boo is a primary spirit that can be enhanced, and when you enhance Boo, you end up getting King Boo. Thing is, Boo and King Boo aren't really worth using as primary spirits.
That was a neat little trick they did. Where did he go? Oh shit, there he is. Stupid Phantom Kirby. Flawless victory.
Yeah. I don't think that Boo or King Boo are really worth using. Dark Pit.
What was this Dark Pit shit? Come on.
Whoa! Dark Pit is definitely a thing that has existed since the original Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
Thing is, he wasn't actually relevant in Kid Icarus 1. He ends up being Pit's primary rival in Kid Icarus Uprising.
Super Smash Brothers, making relevant the obscure to this modern day.
Or trying to, at least. No, poor Ice
Oh,
Climber
this is
still hasn't
80s Pit. This is 90s Pit.
Ice Climber still hasn't had another game. Bleh.
I would love to see a variant of Ice Climbers where it's just the pixelated versions from Super Nintendo.
Game & Watch actually got into the Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Galaxy movie. So,
really?
Yeah, there is a scene where Luigi ends up drawing Game & Watch, and Game & Watch fights Bowser.
Oh, okay. So Luigi uses the magic marker. He draws a character. It comes to life, and it becomes his teammate. I like that. I like that. Pulling, it's funny. Like, we know what the creators of these Nintendo characters have in mind, but what is inside the heads of the characters themselves? And now I know that Luigi, in his spare time, is playing Game & Watch series.
Well, the joke is specifically that Luigi doesn't actually have any significant artistic talent, so he drew a stick figure, and the stick figure just happens to be a Game & Watch.
Well, is that like a thing like, oh man, I'll never be able to draw as good as Raphael?
Not as much self-loathing as, it was an emergency. They were fighting Bowser at the time, so.
Well, who has time to draw when the king of Dark Koopas is about to declare his dominance? But Luigi, for the last time, this is no time to draw. But Mario, I am almost finished.
Alright, and didn't actually quite kill you, and...
Get over here.
We have successfully bested death. Waha! Death as a support spirit is honestly extremely powerful. I don't ever use it though because it takes up too many slots. I think KO's heal damage eats up 2 slots, and I'd rather have environmental resistances than KO's heal damage. Usually because a single KO is all you usually need for going through these event matches. There are instances where KO's heal damage is honestly a really good one, but most of the time you're fighting against novice or advanced spirits anyway, not actually ace or a level spirits. Hey, Leon Belmont.
Man, give a guy 2 choices as to which support spirit to use. They'll probably make the right choice. Give a guy 167 choices as to which support spirit to use. You might not feel like you ever made really the right choice.
So the actual answer is 800.
There are 800 support spirits in the game.
Yeah, there's like somewhere between 200 and 300 primary spirits and more than 800 support spirits.
Man, who has the time?
Nintendo does.
Are you Nintendo enough?
All right. Happy Mask Salesman is actually relatively important because, you know, it is a direct reference to, well, Majora's Mask.
One of the darkest characters in all of Legend of Zelda.
All right. And then, yeah, we're going down here, but we need to hit the switch first in order to change the trajectory of this cannon.
This is very Legend of Zelda Oracle series.
Boink! We blew up the clock tower, Mr. Cloud.
Geometry wins!
All right, and then from here we can acquire this music, the Jail of Jewel, and then we have to go all the way back around in order to set up the cannon for the final spirit. But first, we'll deal with Werewolf as our last event match for this part.
Wolf
We almost actually meteor spiked him down.
Almost.
And Werewolf is
Yay.
bested. Be safe, everybody. Dash attack plus.